Hello, welcome back. Today I want to talk about the C25K and the possibilities of using it as a tool for people in recovery. I've completed it twice in the past and I'm currently on week 8 of 9, having my third go, and it's ideal for people like us. It's designed for tokers, smokers, overweighters, procrastinators, masturbators. It's designed for crackheads and smackheads, shirkers, smirkers, wobblies and Uncle Tom cobblies. In short, it's designed for people like you and people like me, and I've made a list of 5 reasons why. Stay tuned. Okay, so maybe you want to quit drinking, maybe you want to quit the cigarettes, maybe you want to shift some of that extra ballast, maybe you want to get control over your substance abuse. Personally, I've battled with all these things and I still continue to on a day-to-day basis. Now, for me, just trying to regulate or abstain on its own was just an endurance test for me, and it was a question of how long can I hang on for, not a question of have I cracked it. So I joined the gym, I went to AA meetings, I avoided triggers, and I moved away from the area that I lived and all my friends. At times it seemed like I was going through hell, and it wasn't a question of can I crack it, it was a question of how long can I maintain this endurance and how long can I go for this hell. Now that is where the C25K comes in handy. Now stick with me, I'm going to give you 5 reasons why this is going to work. I'm about to impart 5 years worth of experience with you now. Now, when you're enslaved with something, like I was for many years, and you decide to quit and you're serious about it, right? You start having this internal dialogue, well I did anyway, and I think a lot of people do. Can you do this? How long can you keep up this pretense? How long can you bear this for? And it can drive you mad, and it can stop a lot of people from continuing, and it can make them relapse. Now, for this reason, I found it helpful to not only be running away from something, i.e. your addiction or your food problems or your cigarettes or whatever it is, right? But also to be running towards something else, i.e. the C25K. Now, the two things cannot coexist because one of them stops you from doing the other. So to run away from something and have a healthy substitute can really be a benefit. Finding a new focus and having something else to aim at is definitely a distraction for your bad habits. And for that reason, that goes straight into the charts at number 1. Now, I would suggest that on your quit day, whenever that might be, you get up first thing in the morning and you go and complete week 1, run 1 of the C25K. It will set you off on a flyer. Number 2 is mental strength. Obviously, mental strength is going to be a big deal, especially in the early stages. You're going to be having this internal dialogue with yourself, like I alluded to just now. Go on, have a fag, you know you want one. Go on, have a piece of cake. Who do you think you are trying to give up your bad habits? You're never going to do it, it's just you. You're never going to master that. Mental strength, you're going to need it. Now you can say no, 99 times, and on that 100th time, you can relapse and your balls deep back where you started. It's a nightmare. Now you might be saying, what's this got to do with C25K? And the answer, my friend, is a lot. Now, when I first started running, I had that internal dialogue we were talking about. Why are you doing this? You're too old. Do it tomorrow. It's too cold. You're too fat. You're never going to manage this. Why don't you give up? And on and on and on. Anyway, as time's gone on, I've become fitter, healthier, and more mentally in control as I've become more proficient at my running. And I've managed to shut down that entire internal dialogue to the point where it doesn't happen anymore. I get out there now, I put my Ed Sheeran playlist on and I just go for it. And there's no internal dialogue anymore, nothing telling me to stop. Now, the point of this is that if I can shut down my internal dialogue when I'm running, I can shut down my internal dialogue all the time. All those negative thoughts, I can shut them down. I don't have them anymore. Now, that is a big deal. So, if I can shut down my inner doubting Thomas, you can as well, right? And the benefits of that are enormous, right? Imagine all of a sudden you're not being, go on, you need to take substances, you need to eat that cake, you need to smoke that cigarette, you can't run. You don't get that anymore. If you don't get that anymore, you're really on the way to cracking it. So that's my point. That's a big deal. It shuts down your inner naysayer. Number 3 is discipline. Now, for most people watching this video, discipline is going to be something that we don't have an abundance of at this moment in time. It's difficult to have the ability to say, no, piss off, speak to the hand, I'm not listening. It's not easy to turn up on time and do what's right as opposed to what is easy. Being able to dish out a punch is all well and good, but if you really want to grow, You need to be able to take a punch and still keep going. The comfort zone is the place where all your dreams and hopes go to die. If you can be in a room somewhere where it's nice and warm and you've got good food and you've got all the recreational stuff that you like and you've got the TV and there's no need for you to get up and go out, your ambitions can leave you. So if you can get up off your butt and go out and start doing these 30-minute segments, they're really going to benefit you. Sometimes you're not going to want to do it, and that's okay. You haven't got to want to do it, but you just got to do it. Get up, get out there and do it. It will give you discipline, and with discipline comes motivation. And as the more you progress, the less you're going to think about the stuff you're leaving behind. Number 4 is winning mentality. Winning mentality will get you up and it'll get you out and it'll get you running 3 times a week. Sometimes you want to, sometimes you won't want to, but you'll do it anyway. Discipline, see number 3. Every time you complete one of these runs, you'll be a winner. It might not be pretty to look at, you might not be fast, you might be a hot, sweaty mess, but you would have completed it and you'll be a winner. Yeah, it can be tough, but it's designed for people like us. So if you stick with it, it will get you where you want to go. And also, tough is good. Tough, when something's tough, you're going to be concentrating on the job in hand and you're not going to be thinking about that you've left behind. And as you progress through weeks 1 to 9, you become fitter, mentally stronger, physically stronger, more resilient. You'll become a much better version of yourself and you'll be able to deal with the things you want to leave behind a lot more easy. Yep, you'll have resilience and a can-do mentality, and that's going to stand you in good stead as time goes on. Number 5 is changing your line of trajectory. So where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? Now, answer honestly. Well, I'm not going to offer you any hypothesis or examples, but ask yourself, don't bullshit to yourself, and answer yourself honestly. It's your future. Imagine you are on the train of life. Where's it taking you? Where's your destination? Are you happy with that destination? Would you like to get off the train and go somewhere else? Now, chances are you are not the best version of yourself, right? You need to let that geezer go. You are capable of so much more, right? And you will see this when you do the Couch to 5K. As the weeks go by, you'll be stronger, you'll be more resilient, you'll be a better human being, you'll be a better version of yourself. You realise that you're capable of so much more. Maybe you'll have, as time goes on and you feel stronger and you feel more capable and you feel like a better version of yourself, maybe you'll decide that you want to do this or you want to do that. Your goals will change. You'll get stronger. You won't want to be drinking and eating cake and smoking cigarettes and doing all sorts of other stuff anymore. There's a life for you out there and you want to grasp it. That's what happened to me, and I've got to be honest with you, there's nothing special about me. There's nothing talented about me. I'm a bog standard 101 human being. When I was at school, I used to duck out of PE at any cost. All I was interested in was smoking cigarettes, chasing women, glue sniffing, stuff like that. And as a result, I started from a very low bar. I just want you to know that you're capable of a lot more than you give yourself credit for. This has been the 3rd in my motivational series of videos, and I really hope it's been of help to you. If it has, please like and subscribe and tell all your friends about it. Now remember, we all know life can be very, very hard, but it's never, ever too late to try and turn it around. Thanks for watching. See you next time.